What a family report there. So the mirror is 9:04 p.m. My city, Chicago, Wednesday, June 11, 2025. 49%. What's up, Mary McNamara? I'm going to ask the police because we're going to 9/11. Me, myself, and I, my higher power. See the balls? That's what you need to be holding on to. Look at that 6 on the floor. Like I'm trying to hold on to my life. All right, this is what I got going on in my head. I'm going to ask you police, like, I just did a video about Stacey at Feather Fist. You understand what I'm saying? It is 9:05. I want y'all to go back down memory lane a little bit. Because, real friends don't allow friends to get killed. Okay? You ain't got to be my friend not to get me killed. You understand? Well, for me not to fucking kill you, I'm just saying. That ain't a threat. I'm just saying. You know how I go. I'm a comedian also. Long story short. When I was in Alcoholics Anonymous, I did a lot of service work. You understand what I'm saying? I went to a lot of meetings, told my story about being, a member of AA in a general Captain Mac kind of way. I didn't, point fingers and say, yeah, in 1995 or 1996, the police put the gun to my head and I told them to pull the trigger, or the fact that, I got railroaded. None of that. Because I'm a professional. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. Now, it wasn't until I got around ghetto, ignorant, ratchet, whatever the case, behavior, that my mind flipped to that type of, behavior. So, basically, I said all that to say this. You have to excuse me. I just got out my little cat nap. I said all that to say this. I did a lot of service work, right? But I left them young people alone because I wanted them to grow for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Real tough. I could have went to like young people meetings and stuff like that, and I noticed, I had lost my button. It cost me about $7. Not a lot of money, but it is if you ain't got a lot of money. It says, smoking stinks. Now, I had it on my shirt at 11:05, a.m. I went back tracking my pictures. And it was on my black shirt. And I took the black shirt off, I'm pretty sure, before I got to the McDonald's where I, do my little thing. I pick up the little numbers and see where it lands. Of course, it landed on the 8. And I'm an originator rap since the age of 8, 1975. You understand what I'm saying? But I did I did the video on the outside. Now, I'm trying to figure out, how did this button get by the McDonald's garbage can? You understand what I'm saying? Because, see, I was on my way down further. You understand what I'm saying? Because I took the shirt off down further. And I figured the button came off down further. Now, I'm just trying to figure it out. But on my way to go look for the button, you understand what I'm saying? They got a young girl came in my building. You understand what I'm saying? It looked like she was waiting for me to come out or whatever the case. And she got the same little scooter that I got. I said, hey, that's what's really going on? She aggressive or whatever, little stud, young buck, or whatever you want to call them nowadays. I don't know. Young lady, I like to say, because that's what we are. We are young ladies. I said, that's interesting. Now, I know how people get when new people are in the building. And, yesterday I was on my bike. And somebody tried to make me a crash test dummy. Now, I don't know what's going on. I just think I give everybody a chance to grow. I don't mess with the, you understand, new fishes. That's what you want to call it. Because I know, what kind of behavior this type of environment brings and stuff. Because I know when I first got here, I was kind of like the new fish, if that's what you want to call it. Yes, I still am, because I ain't giving up nothing. Well, so, long story short, I hope y'all give that girl a chance to, grow. And please, don't make her Mary Macker hater. Because if she got the same little thing I got, she got to be an admirer some kind of way. But the fact that I was leaving the same time she was coming with my little scooter, and she got the same scooter, I was feeling some kind of way. I'm like, what's going on, man? I got to admire or a hater, because I don't need no more haters. Real talk. So please, police, don't send no more problems my way. I'm trying to keep this building safe and sound, and you understand what I'm saying? Smoke free. That's why I went to go look for my button. Real talk. I don't drink, drugs, smoke, fornicate. I ain't playing hate neither. You understand what I'm saying? So, we don't need no Willie Lynch, young against the old, and this, that, the third, or whatever. Yeah. You know how it go, y'all. It's summertime. 9/11. All right, police. Do you feel lucky? That's all I want to know. Do you? This the 8. I'm the originator of rap. Since the age of 8, 1975. I am a professional. And same thing I did with Stacy. Step your game up.